look up and I see this dark little figure shoot out of the wall, and it starts flying around in circles above my head, and I'm trapped in this room.
Deadstream was filmed in a real house. Like the legend in the movie, it's an actual abandoned pioneer house in Utah. And it's actually haunted, according to the locals. One day, a man got caught in the machinery. His brother jumped in to help him, but also got pulled in. They were both killed. Ever since then, the house has been a hotspot for paranormal activity. There are countless claims of people who have heard weird sounds while walking past the house, tense feelings of dread inside the house, and the most disturbing of all, multiple people have claimed to have seen the figure of a woman in an upstairs bedroom, the same bedroom that we converted to the bathroom in Deadstream.
Yeah, I remember walking through the house with a contractor who we had hired to help us reinforce the house. And once we got to the second floor, he stopped at the bathroom and told me a story about breaking into the house as a teenager and seeing a woman standing in the window of the bathroom. And even though he was a grown-ass man and trying to be jokey about telling me the story, I could still tell that reliving that memory was scary to him.
The house is a magnet for trespassers and vandals, so during the course of filming Deadstream, I had to deal with countless break-ins, and I would often have to call the police. After one of those break-ins, I arrived at the house and discovered a police officer sitting in his patrol car. I assumed he had just arrived, but he admitted to me that he had been there for a while and knew about the house and was afraid to go in alone, so he waited for me to go in with him. Honestly, I can't blame him.
So there was the scene where we're filming in the bedroom and we could see the doorway and stuff that led into the kitchen, and the house is completely blacked out. And I was standing next to this guy and we both saw this thing out of the corner of our eyes crawling towards us from the kitchen, and we both saw it and we both acknowledged that we both saw it. And so we kind of tried to like shuffle more into the bedroom where everyone else was, but the fact that we both saw something coming towards us and we know that there was like no one in the kitchen because everyone was filming in the bedroom really made me unsettled, and I hated it that we both saw it. So that was one of the first times that I was like, okay, there's like definitely some scary stuff going on in this house.
One night, we had a break-in where the trespassers destroyed the door frame, so I had to go rebuild it. The floor next to the front door sloped upward in the corner, so it acted like a doorstop, keeping the door firmly in place, and you'd have to give it a good pull to loosen it to close it again. After I finished the repair, I was standing in the doorway activating the house alarm when the door was forcefully swung shut and it bumped into me. Immediately, I could feel a face against my cheek, and it felt like they were glaring at me, and the best way I can describe it is like they were trying to just channel all the hatred they could at me.
At some point in the history of that house, the most load-bearing wall had sunk down to a degree that the opening into the bedroom and the opening that goes up the stairwell collapsed to create this angry face that just kind of gave this feeling like, get out of here.
One day, Joseph and I went to the house to clean the bathtub to reset it for our 1950s crime scene shoot. And I set up a camera because I thought it would be some funny behind-the-scenes video of us looking ridiculous cleaning this bathtub wearing our masks and goggles and gloves because of the bleach. That night, when I pulled up the footage, my heart stopped.
That's a good question. Hey, now they're both dead because they're indecisive.
Brendan, because he has more kids.
This is the exact same room where a construction worker claimed he saw the figure of a woman standing at the window.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever go back to either of those rooms.
I don't know if I would ever go back there again because that kitchen just terrified me. I filmed in a lot of scary places, and that house is the most unsettling place that I've been where I've actually experienced supernatural things.
Tell me what you just did and what you saw.
I did Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary 3 times, and then I saw a ghost skeleton hand sticking out, and it disappeared for some reason.
Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing.
Mm-hmm.